We routinely remind you here on First Edition of the dangers when you head out to our beautiful beaches, including rip currents. Reporter Ariane Till with our verified team shows us what you need to keep in mind when you make a splash, and if you can really spot them from the beach.
Rip currents are powerful, narrow channels of fast-moving water. They can form in a gap between sandbars, piers, or parts of a reef. Normally, underwater obstacles make waves crash onto the shore instead of washing back into the sea. But when there's a clearing, water can get sucked back out, like water in a drain, creating a rip current. And in just the blink of an eye, it can pull you far away from the shore. A Facebook post shared more than 9,000 times claims it's possible to spot a rip current when you're on the beach. So let's verify. All of our sources agree. It is possible to spot a rip current when you're at the beach, but your vantage point matters. Greg Dusek, a senior scientist with the National Ocean Service, says the best way to spot a rip current is to be at an elevated position, away from the water's edge, like a beach access. So, what should you look for? Rip currents often appear as a narrow gap of darker, seemingly calmer water between areas of breaking waves and white water. The National Weather Service says wearing polarized sunglasses can help you spot a rip current because they allow you to see more contrast in the colors in the water. Don't have sunnies? Look for a line of foam, seaweed, or debris moving away from shore. That's a sign there could be a rip current. So we can verify, yes, it is possible to spot a rip current, but it's easier to do so from a higher vantage point. If you do get caught up in a current, don't swim against the current. Instead, swim parallel to the shoreline. Once you're free from the pull of the current, start swimming on an angle back towards shore. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.